Hey, how's everybody doing today? We are going to do some exercises that you can do at home, and like before, all you need is a set of light dumbbells, just like this. If you don't have these, you could use some cans of soup, right? We want to be able to challenge our muscles, so if what you have is too light, grab a backpack, some type of strong, dependable bag, throw it in there, and now I just turned my 7-pounders to 14 pounds, okay? Throw some soup in there, makes it heavier. Just keep it in the can, or else you'll be cleaning up a mess. Alright, so we've got our dumbbells, we've got a chair that we'll need, and then we just need a little bit of space. So as always, as we do here, I'm going to explain an exercise in detail, and then I'm going to have you pause it, okay? And when the video is paused, you're going to do as many of those as you can, with good form, okay? Start with a warm-up. We're going to end with a cool-down. So if you haven't warmed up yet, pause the video now and get a good warm-up in, and then we'll go into the exercises, okay? Okay, welcome back. So I started writing down the exercises that we're going to do. This way I can hold it up to the lens and you could pause it and just write down what you're going to do, because you may be cycling through this program 2 times, 3 times, or more, okay? So here's what we're going to do today. I've got 9 exercises on here. Alright? I have to hold it because I don't know when it focuses. My camera guy is not very good, as you know. Yep, something like that. Alright, so we've got reverse lunge, heel raise, side-lying abduction. That's just like a leg raise lying on your side. A straight leg raise, bridge. We're going to do a bent over row, a dumbbell press today, push-ups, and our shoulder exercise, okay? Alright, so you're all warmed up, right? I'm taping this to the tripod because everybody forgets. Talking about me. Alright, so you're all warmed up. Number 1 for our exercise, we're going to get right into it. Grab your weights. You don't have to use them. And we're doing that reverse lunge to get started. If you want to do a split squat instead or regular squats, it's okay. I'm easy going. Alright, but for a reverse lunge, have some space. Alright, and you're going to take a step backwards, drop down. Notice my knee is in good alignment with my toe here. Alright, and then back up. And as you come up, you'll feel it working outer hip, butt area, and in your quad, okay? So we're going to do as many of those as you can. Start with whichever leg you think is weaker and count how many you do, and then do that same amount on the stronger leg so you stay balanced, okay? Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 9,999. Alright, good. Keep on going, pause the video, then we'll meet up for the next one, okay? Alright. We're doing heel raises, so we're going to get right into it. Take a rest if you need to in between every exercise, but as soon as you feel like you've gotten your breath together and you're ready to rock, then get started. Alright, heel raises. So again, for the heel raise, we're going up on our tippy toes. It's called the heel raise because we're raising our heels. Alright, so we can do single leg, right? Or those eccentric ones where you go up on 2, down on 1. Alright, so let's do as many as you can and pause the video while you're doing that. Alright, got a new one next. This one, it's termed Sidelying Hip Abduction. That word abduction just means that we're moving further away from the midline of our body. If it said adduction, it means we're coming in, but we're going away. So you can lie on your side, get a pillow if you'd like, and we're going to lift our leg up, kind of like this. This would be a standing version. Alright? So when I come up, I'm coming straight out to the side, and even backwards a little bit, because you want to activate your butt a little bit, alright? So, here I am, on my side, hit the ground a little more graceful than me, but I'm going to go, my legs in a straight line, lifting up, and I feel it right here, okay? So probably you get to like 20 or 30 or 10, wherever whatever you can get to is great, but you'll start to feel a little bit of that burning in the outer hip, okay? This is one if you have like ankle weights. Not too many people do these days, but you could add that for some added resistance, all right? So start with your weaker side, do as many as you can, then do the other side and pause it. Okay, I'm back. Now we have to do a straight leg raise, okay? So that's going to be again lying down comfortably on the ground. If you have trouble getting up or down, you know, probably don't do it, but just be safe with everything, all right? So I'm going to lie on my back, and you know, lying flat on your back, if you hear me or somebody anywhere say the word supine, that just means you're lying on your back, okay? So don't worry about the fancy words. Then we're going to keep our quad nice and tight. You're going to lift your leg up to the sky, okay? It'll look like this. All right, so I'll bend this one, this is fine, and I'll raise this one. So I'm squeezing my quad, I'm pointing my toe that way, and I'm lifting. All right, till it's about even with my other leg. I feel it here in my quad and in my hip flexor, okay? All right, do as many as you can and then switch. All right, and so while you're doing those, pause the video, push yourself a little bit, you got this, okay? And I'll be right back. All right, next, we're gonna hop into our bridges, okay? Today, I think I'm gonna do the ones with the alternating kicks because those ones provide a really good challenge. You really have to stabilize yourself, so it works a lot of muscles. So I'm gonna do those. You can do the regular ones if you'd like. If you have problems, you know, again on the ground, maybe you want to substitute it, you could just do a glute squeeze. So I'm just standing here, squeeze, and it's sort of isometrically contracting that muscle, and it's going to work it. But I like to do the bridge if you can. All right. Alright, so you're going, the video's gonna be paused because you're gonna do like what, probably 1 million of those. I don't know how many you're gonna do, but that would be a lot. Pause it and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the upper body. We're gonna do the bent over row. Put the weights in the bag if that's what you've been doing. So if you've been, you know, challenging your muscles with a heavier weight, keep it that way. It's good. Feel like you've been doing too much, it's okay to back off the throttle a little bit. Not a big deal. Alright, so again with the row, we're going to pull up, start the motion by squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then lift the weight up, okay? And you don't want to worry about bringing your elbow back far. Just focus on your shoulder blade. Alright, my right foot's back, and I'm pulling with my right arm. Make sure this is something that's not going to tip over, and pull on up. Okay, and squeeze those shoulder blades. Now I'm okay with it. It'll work, you know, your muscles a little bit differently. But if your weight is just way too light for this, you can sort of do like a reverse fly or something like that. Okay, so that would look like this. And again, same thing. Just focus on squeezing your shoulder blade back together. Okay, so it'd be more like that. But the row is perfectly good. If you want to really push it, you could do rows to failure and then that reverse fly to failure after too, okay? Alright, so start with your weaker side and pause it once you got this down and do as many as you can. Alright. Okay guys, I am back. We're going to do a dumbbell press next, okay? So similar muscles to when we're doing the push-up, except now we're going to have our dumbbells. If you put this one in a bag, just make sure it's a really good one that you trust, otherwise it's not on me if anything falls out. But I'm going to use one in each arm. I'm going to get on the ground, then you push up. Alright, so if you're doing this on like a bench or something like that, make sure your elbow doesn't go back too far. We're going to be on the ground, so we'll be good with coming just from this motion here to here. Alright? Got my weights? Down and up. Now, if that's way too easy, you could do a fly. It'll work those muscles harder. Alright, do as many as you can there, and then pause the video, okay? Or pause it and then do as many as you can. So I keep saying that backwards. Okay, so we're gonna double up on the chest muscles and the triceps here. Now we're gonna do some push-ups right after that. It's gonna really fatigue the muscles. So don't worry if after doing that press, if now you are doing less push-ups than you know that you can. That's okay, they're already fatigued. Alright, so once you're ready, pause the video and do as many as you can. Alright, I'll see you in a second. Our last exercise for today, I hope I didn't skip any. We're going to do that Scaption Raise, or maybe if you're coming straight up to the side, that's okay. I do the Scaption just because it's a little bit safer for your shoulder joint, so especially if you haven't had any issues there, any pinching, clicking, come up into this V, okay? So when we do that, squeeze our shoulder blades back together and down, like this. Alright, good posture. Do as many as you can, guys. You're doing great. Pause it and get going with those. It's the last exercise, except you're going to probably be cycling through. So when I say last exercise, that's only true if you're on your last cycle. But pause it and I'll catch up with you. Alright, so that is 9 exercises that we did there. Maybe did it 2 times through, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, however many times. Nice work today. Get a good cool down in. Okay, so you could do some of those active stretches, walk around for a little bit, and then you want to hold your stretch, okay? So it's known as a static stretch when you hold it for a longer period of time, and that's what you want to do here. It's going to have the most benefit for the muscle, okay, in terms of increasing its range of motion and its healing capabilities, okay? But nice work today, guys. We'll see you back soon, all right?